All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about what is MLM, multi-level marketing, and is it ethical and is it legal, most importantly. So let's get on with it, shall we? Here's what we're going to talk about today. The definition and terms of MLM. We'll dive into different terms used to describe it, different ideas behind it. We'll dive into how it works, how the systems work, how the programs work, what the products, kind of variety you have. We'll look at some successful participants, see if there are any. And we'll talk about whether all multi-level marketings are pyramid schemes. So, let's dive in, shall we? Definition and other terms. Multi-level marketing, it's a controversial marketing strategy. They use it for the sale of products and services. It's direct line marketing. It's become rather common and popular over the years. Now, the revenue comes from non-salaried people who basically have to promote the company's services and products. And they do this mainly by recruiting other people to sell products and get them in on the program with them. The money that you make from a system like this is binary or pyramid-shaped commission system. You make very little. The money flows uphill. The people at the top make so much. Some other terms that are used when referencing an MLM are things like network marketing, pyramid selling, and referral marketing. Now, all these terms are used to describe the same thing, but not everything there is a pyramid scheme. And we'll get into that a little bit more here. So, how does an MLM work? Theoretically, participants paid out from two potential revenue streams, right? So the first one, they make money via commissions of sales made by selling directly to their own customers. Right? So they're using the products, they're promoting the products, they're selling the product to their own retail customers. The second is paid out based upon the wholesale purchases from other distributors below that individual. And that individual has recruited them into the MLM as their, quote, downline. And so for everything their downline sells, they earn a commission off of those sales. So theoretically, if you were really good at recruiting wickedly awesome salespeople, you could make money and not do anything. If you do it right, your downline could do most of the selling for you. But again, how much of that are you really going to be able to keep? Right? Because if you have a downline, then clearly you're somebody else's downline. So that's what I mean when I said the money just flows uphill. Right? Like the hierarchy of MLMs is just crazy, right? It's really big at the bottom and just all funnels uphill to a point at the top of the... So, bottom line is they're all salespeople, so they're expected to sell to end-user retail customers. However, again, it depends on your level of experience, your level of sales ability, on how well you are, how well your downline does. Now, here's the catch, right? MLM marketing, network marketing, whatever, right? You make these connections and build your downline through relationship referrals and word of mouth marketing. So what's that mean? that means you're bugging friends and family and neighbors, right? That means you're up in everybody's face all the time. Hey, how's it going? Oh, good. Hey, listen, I tell you what I'm doing here. You should get on board with me, right? And maybe people jump on board and maybe they don't. But I mean, really, do you really want to bother your family and neighbors that much? I mean, come on. And then one of the really important things that people overlook is an MLM is they're incentivized to recruit others to join the distribution chain, right? This allows them to increase their own downline distributors. So you're not really about pushing products and services. You're about recruiting other people and getting them to do the work. And it's flippin' brilliant if you think about it. But the reality of it is, what are you making? Nothing. Because you're not doing anything. You know what I mean? So let's talk about successful participants. Are there really any? I don't know too many people who have made successful living off of multi-level marketing. The only ones I've ever seen who are successful are the ones that quote unquote own the company and recruiting people in under them. Right? A study done shows 99% of participants involved in an LM lose money. They studied 350 multi-level marketing companies in the United States. 99% of the participants lose money. 99%. In that 99%, 99.25 are operating in either very little to no profit. The largest portion of people after expenses must operate at a loss. You're operating at a loss to run your so-called business. So the uppermost level, the echelon of the MLM, can make their most money. Right? You're just grinding away, recruiting people, spending all your money, spending all your savings, and then boom, somebody at the top's got this big fancy bank account. Right? So then they'll take those earnings and they'll use that as the flash and the glamour that gets emphasized by the MLM company to encourage all the others to continue. Right? So they take all that, they flip it around, and they show it back to you to make you think there's this magic, amazing numbers going on. And you just keep buying in and buying in and buying in and dropping the coin and losing your money. Now, despite this, MLMs function because the downlines are encouraged to hold on to the belief that large returns are possible. And that's how they do it, right? They flip the switch. They make you think it's possible. So you buy in, you recruit, you convince your friends, you convince your family. On and on and on. Sadly, the statistical improbability of being rich, making a living, being successful is greatly downplayed. Right? They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that you will not be successful. Their business model depends on the overwhelmingly majority failing. Right? The whole MLM business model does not win for everybody. It's a win-win for the people at the top. The revenue that comes from the participants turns into the revenue and profits of the company. Right? So you don't keep your revenue. It just goes up and up and up. You're paying commissions to everybody else while you do all the groundwork. A small portion of those profits go to a select few individuals at the top of the pyramid. right? So again, it's highly unlikely, that one can become successful operating in an MLM type system. So based on this model, it's very hard to have financial freedom while operating at a loss consistently. Right? Like, I can't go out there and try and earn a living and constantly lose money and say I'm building my way to financial freedom. Right? I mean, really. How viable of a business model is that? So now let's focus on this one. Are all MLMs a pyramid scheme? The short answer? No. No, they're not all a pyramid scheme. Right? I mean, it depends on how they lay it out. If they focus mostly on recruitment over the sales of the actual products, then yeah, you're probably looking at a pyramid scheme. Right? Because a legitimate business is going to focus on the product to the consumer. They want sales. They want you to succeed. Right? An honest, legitimate MLM. That's how they're going to work. So, the two distinct differences between the models are simple. An MLM focuses on product sales to consumers. A pyramid scheme focuses heavily on recruitment to build the business. And then the recruitment, the people who are recruited in, use the products and recruit people in that way. Does that make sense? There's no real concern for the consumer, the end line product. It's all about bringing people in. Got to build my downline so I can make money. Right? So that needs to be a red flag for you. So a legitimate a legitimate MLM will have no large startup costs. Right? They'll have a small little investment fee, but that'll be it. You're going to have to buy your inventory, but there's usually a buyback policy, and it's usually around 80% of the cost of your inventory. Right? So what you don't sell, the company will buy back. Their focus is providing a service for the customer. That is it. That is what they want to do. They want to provide a service for the customer so they can build their business. You earn your living from selling their products to your customers. You don't earn your living by recruiting others. Right? Pyramid schemes, that product is yours no matter what. Right? You buy it, it's yours. There's no buyback. There's no inventory buyback deal. There's nothing like that. You got to pay a huge amount of money up front to get started. Right? And then the other thing is there even a demand for the product? Right? They don't care about that. Right? They just put the product out there and build the downline, make my money. So you make most of your money through recruitment. Maybe you're okay with that. Me personally, I find it kind of a sketchy way to do business. Do you know what I mean? So let's talk about some final thoughts I have here. There are reputable MLM companies out there. There are legitimate ways to earn an honest living with them. Right? You can make some extra money. You can make some extra bill money. You could make some extra gas money, beer money, whatever you want to call it. But you got to do your own investigation. You have to do your own research. You got to do your due diligence to sort through the bullshit and the mush and figure out the good from the bad. Right? Find all the sales literature, the business plans, marketing plans, whatever they have. Find it all. Get it in writing. Read it. Review it. If you have questions, ask them. If you still have questions after those questions are answered, ask again. If you don't like what you're getting, chances are that's not your place. That's not where you should be. Talk to others who are in the same MLM business, right? Don't just talk to the one person trying to recruit you. Talk to others in the business and get their opinions on it. We've all seen it. We've all, some point or another in our lives, I'm sure we've all had a family member in some sort of MLM business, and they're not all bad. But when you're at that recruitment meeting, listen carefully, right? They're out there claiming about amazing amounts of money you're going to make, and there's no disclaimer, there's no value, right? They're just hyping you up. Stay open-minded and walk away. And genuinely think about what you're getting into. Right? Because if they're just inflating income claims, telling you about the amazing amount of money you're going to make, you should really have alarm bells going off. Right? That's it. I hope that answers some questions about MLM marketing that you may have. Peace out. Have a good day. See you in the next one.